Challenge number 6 is the wrong expectations. Now, we have been in this industry for a while now, and I think from day one we have noticed that the expectations of AI are just, first of all, sometimes way more than what AI can do, other times simply misaligned with what are the capabilities of AI. And that's understandable because AI succeeds at some very complex tasks, and sometimes the next task that is just the sister of the task, just slightly different, AI ends up failing miserably because it hasn't seen such cases or such data in the training process. And there's also the part that AI has been overhyped from the day one. I think that even from the previous century, people kept dreaming about this artificial general intelligence that is going to outperform the humans in so many tasks. And don't get me wrong, it does. In very specific tasks, it does. But we're not yet there with the technology being able to do everything. At the end of the day, AI is a mathematical model, and that's what AI engineers deliver. Now, these are, of course, mathematical models that can produce some pretty not mathematical looking like outputs. And that's maybe why it creates the impression, oh, AI can just do the same things as the humans do. But AI are not humans. They don't really think like us. We train them to think like us in some very specific cases, very specific situations, but it's not able to take decisions in the same way that we do. Models are probabilistic mathematical models. They're not psychic, they're not human, they're not anything of that like that. They are just mathematical models that have been trained on some data, and at the end of the day they create some output. Now, I'm not trying to diminish the power of AI models nowadays because, to be honest, I'm super excited about how far we have gotten, but also there's more to go in many fields out there. We also have to understand that good results are often incremental, not revolutionary. So very often, and actually that's the situation of a lot of papers being produced in this industry, that one paper builds on top of the other, builds on top of the other in order to create iterations or versions of the same thing that is just simply better. And from time to time, there's a black swan there in which there is a different approach how things are done, and there's new kind of models. This is what happened actually to models like the GPT from ChatGPT, is that someone, I think from Google, came up with the idea of transformers. But even like that, we have seen the GPT 3.5, 4, 4.0 and so on, till the data we have today, which is the GPT-5. And of course, that applies to other model producers, I don't know, Anthropic and so on. But the key thing in all of this process is to be able to manage the expectations of the management, the expectations of the users, the expectations of those who produce and those who consume the results of a model.